I don't know, Sumo Deadlift kind of looks cool. I'm gonna give it a try.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go over some training, and I'm actually really excited about this video because for me, lately, training has just been a drag, and this session was awesome. There are a few things that I did that kind of led me to having a good session, and I want to share them with you so that maybe you can use them yourself. And I think the first thing is, yesterday I wanted to deadlift something big, and I got to the gym, warmed up, and I missed a 585-pound deadlift, and I've already hit that this cycle. In fact, I've hit a 273 kilo, which is 601 pound deadlift. And so yesterday's training sucked, and I just did some accessories and then moved on. Today I came into the gym. I'm like, you know what? I want to try deadlifting again. I know that's stupid, just to try and go heavy again, but I don't know. It's a Sunday, and I just wanted to get back in the gym. But I got in, and you can see my boy Trent on the right there. He was like, I'm going to do some squats. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do some squats with you. He's on the rack over to the right. I'm way taller than him. And basically here I was just like, you know what? I'm going to feel out what I can do. And I think just having that kind of lower expectations and having Trent doing the work next to me. So he was watching my sets, critiquing them, and I was just trying to push really hard and move well. It helped a ton, and this ended up being the best squat session I've had in years. So the first working set here is a set of 3 at 160 kilos. It felt really good. I was moving really fast. And I know a lot of you guys are going to comment on the bar positioning on my back. It is slightly lower. I guess you could call it low bar, but if you see, my intention is to squat normally. Like, I like to use my quads. I like to keep my chest up. I like to get my hip crease below parallel. Yeah, the bar position is such, but I don't know. The difference between low bar and high bar is not what people always think. So yeah, a lot of people, they put the bar low and then they hinge a ton and then they barely get their hip crease below their knees. But for me, it's a very similar squat pattern. I just have the bar lower on my back. So I don't know. This little interaction here I thought was nice to keep in the video because this girl was like mortified that she walked in front of my camera. And what I was saying to her is like, that would be ridiculous if I had ownership over this much space and no one could walk in front of my camera. So here's 190, and I just do a set of 2 here. Again, it's moving really well. This is probably better than 190's moved in a long time. But I was just like, this isn't my gym. If people walk in front of my camera, so be it. And I think that's the attitude people need to have when they're filming their sets. So here's 200. Decided to go for 2 here. Little bit of a grind, but good nonetheless. So then here's the heaviest I've gone in, I don't know, a year or so. And I got 2 spotters. I like using these calibrated plates. It feels like it's glued to your back. So here's 210. I think that's like 465 pounds. And that felt really good. So I knew as soon as I did that, I'm like, all right, well, it's at least 215 going on next. But I decided on 220, 4 reds, 4 slabs of beef, baby. So yeah, I mean, as I'm on this road to a 300 kilo deadlift, like I might as well try and PR my back squat at the same time. So here's 220. Little bit of a grind there, but awesome. It felt great. Yeah, so My PR back squat is 230 kilos, so I think I can hit that too. I can hit 231. So this is Trent, and this is the same thing, guys. I was like, you know what? I'll try sumo deadlift. This guy's incredibly good at sumo deadlifting. He's in like the 330s with his sumo deadlift, and he is just incredibly explosive and so strong and very calm and cool and collected. And what he's doing here is teaching me how to do it, because the last time I did sumo deadlift was 3 years ago in Stefi Cohen's gym with Clarence Kennedy. And here's a clip of that.
You start with your butt too high versus the first couple where you were pushing your knees out, taking your time, starting with your butt a little bit lower. Think about the sumo deadlift is like a car jack. Your hips are the fulcrum. So your hips move down as your chest moves up. That's the way the movement should be. You start here, butt start coming down, chest starts coming up.
So yeah, guys, that was the last time I did sumo deadlift, and I really don't know what I'm doing here, and I have a lot of hesitation to do it because I know my hips are gonna rise and all these things. But it was just nice to work with a guy who just had faith in me, and I didn't really care too much. This is a movement that I suck at. I know I suck at it, so I'm just going hard. I was like, it felt pretty good. Look at my face. Doesn't feel bad. So here's 220, and he's gonna absolutely basically jump through the ceiling with 220 in his hands. Bop. So after I did this, I was like, oh my God, I can PR today. I can PR this lift today, which is just crazy to me to think about. My hips kind of came up there, the bar went away from me. It's just, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. But there you go, same kind of response. I'm like, well, let's go for a PR. So here's 240. It's so nice just having someone who's this proficient. Easy. So here is a 5 kilo PR. I can't believe I'm saying this. I get up and I start laughing. 260 now. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just send it, Trent. Might as well, When it rains, it pours, I guess. Easy. Dude just lifts at RPE piss constantly. So, yeah, this is wild that I'm even attempting this. Wild to me. I felt this one. I don't remember this one. The coolest thing about this sumo is I feel like I can just stick with the lift and I don't have to yank the bar off the floor, and it's just less punishing. I rip on it all the time. I have a video where I completely rip on it, but I don't know, man. It's just holy shit, this is actually pretty easy. So I'm like, dude, let's do 270. I get the straps going. Again, when it rains, it pours, baby. And, you can see on my, if we replay on my right wrist, the strap like slipped. And then I was like, oh my God, dude, I can do this. Like I can do this. I'm just going to tighten up the straps. And then I'm going to add 1.25 on each side to make it over 600 pounds. And I'll leave you guys with this.